Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy BULLBOYKENNELS. This is just a build here that I actually did for a client today. I'll get into what the parts are in just a moment, but for now, I know my camera isn't gonna be able to get in there too well. Sorry with some of the trying to get these cables tied up. Wasn't a very great job, but yeah, pretty much got most of it how I want to get it routed and everything. So that's actually the back side, and I'll be back in just a moment with the front and the components that we're using for this build. Alright, so just give me a moment and I'll be back in a magic flash. Okay, so back with a little of the stuff. Don't mind the boxes on the side because those are all boxes that the components came in. So they're just sitting on the side for right now. So for the case, now like I said, this is a build I did for a client. It's also a friend of mine's, but you know, I'm getting paid for it, so it's a client. It's actually a gift for his daughter. She wanted a gaming PC, so you know, he hired me to build it for him, and so that's what I did. But anyways, the case is the half XM. Pretty good case to work with. For the most part, the cable management's pretty good. It has a few little twerks, but you know what case doesn't? Every case has twerks. What I do like about it is that the motherboard we did end up going with does have the USB 3 header on the board. In this case, unlike my Cooler Master Half X, doesn't have the USB 3 header, you know, coming from the case to be able to connect to the motherboard. So this case definitely has it. So let me just cut back and we'll get to the other components. Alright, I am back, folks. Now, for the components, you know, he asked me my recommendations. So I gave him my recommendation. Pretty much all the parts are pretty much what I ended up recommending. For the graphic card, he wanted something very good, but not to break the bank. And I know quite a few people that use this particular card, so this was actually a card that I recommended myself, which is the EVGA GeForce GTX 660 Ti Super Clocked Edition. For the motherboard, I recommended the Asus P8Z77-VLE. That way, if she decides to use the you know, the VGA graphics on that's part of the CPU, she could, if she, you know, so wishes to do so. Me personally, I wouldn't use that option. I would have went with a different model of the board because I just wouldn't use the VGA output on it. That's just me, but I know she's young, so it's something she can definitely take advantage. For the RAM, went with the Kingston HyperX. For the CPU, went with the Ivory Bridge. Was it the I believe it was the 3570K, right? Yes, 3570K. She's not into overclocking, but hey, you never know. I advise me just spend the extra couple bucks. Go ahead and get the Ivory Bridge chip, the unlocked version, and that way, if you decide to overclock, boom, you're set to go. And since you know we want to keep things as cool as possible, even cooler than normal, and if she does decide to overclock, you know, my recommendation is always going to be the Noctron NHD 14. As long as it'll fit in the case, that is my recommendation, flat out. The only thing that'll make me change my mind is if you pick some high profile memory. Other than that, that's the cooler I'm going to recommend 10 times out of 10. For the power supply, a little overkill, but he wanted room to grow because, as I said, this is his daughter's first computer, gaming PC. So he wanted something that he can get some use out of now and later on down the line with higher end cards as they come out. So I recommended the Corsair AX750. And you might say, well, why did you recommend the AX750, over other power supplies or even over other Corsair power supplies? One, I like the AX series. Two, and probably the most important thing, is I love modular power supplies. I only need to plug in what I need to plug in, and that is it. nothing else. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the inside, and I'll show you the work that I've done to it. Okay, and we're back, folks. Now, as I said, unfortunately the light in my house sucks. So let me click this flashlight and see if I can get some inners so you can get a better view of how this all got, you know, wired up over here. Now I still need to work on the cabling for the CPU cooler, but at least you can see the inner workings on how I got this all set up over here. Try to keep things as tidy as possible, you know, ties wherever I could use them. Like I said, that is the GeForce 660 Ti. Just a bit more cable management. Try to keep it as, you know, like I said, as tidy and as clean as possible as I could, and only use the cables that I need. Even those cables, even though I'm using a case just to keep everything even more tighter, even those cables inside there are extremely tidy as well. So, sorry about the poor lighting. Fortunately, ain't shit I could do about that. But, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the little build here I did. And most importantly, I hope the you know, my client's daughter enjoys it even more when she gets to playing her games, whatever it may be. So till then, it's your boy BULLBOYKENNELS. Oh, and I did forget to mention one more thing. We are using the Windows 7 Professional, and they went with a 1 terabyte Western Digital Black for the hard drive. So, see, I don't know if I can get in. How close can I get in? Can I get in there? EVGA, GeForce, Noctua. Corsair. And of course, the Cooler Master case. Anyways, let me quit messing around. Like I said, it's your boy BULLBOYKENNELS. And as always, keep them scratching. Peace.